Good morning. It is Friday, March 22nd, 4:14 in the morning. 19 fucking degrees outside. Jesus Christ. Too goddamn cold. We had a week of like 60-degree days, and then they stopped doing the 60-degree day thing, and I don't like it. I was wondering if my microphone's in the right spot. Like it needs to be somewhere on me, like where it's not gonna get brushed, because that's probably really loud when something touches the mic side of it. Whew. I really got to start thinking of topics for these friggin' things, because I just kind of like monologue, which I want to learn how to get better at, because it's actually really, really hard to have meaningful conversation for, 12, 13, 14 minutes on a daily basis with no prep. It's actually kind of difficult. Feels like we are rolling into election season, or kind of. Politics have become so divisive. I guess they were always divisive. People say that they don't ever remember a time, or that the country has never been this bad, and it just hasn't been this bad in a time that anybody remembers it. I seem to remember from the history books a chunk of time where brothers and cousins were killing each other. In the Civil War, things were pretty bad then. I'm not saying that don't sweat it. Oh no, don't sweat it, because we've been through this before. Because America's memory is short, and that didn't even happen to us. So there's that. I really can't wait for a Republican in office, which it'll be Trump, unless some crazy shit happens, which I don't know how things are gonna get any crazier. It sure the fuck looks like people are chucking indictments at him just to see if they'll stick. He's got 90 indictments. It just looks like they're persecuting their political opponents. I wish there was a solid purple that you could wrote for. I think it'd be pretty easy. Lower some taxes, leave the gun laws alone, and social safety nets. Pro-choice, a mix of both. Why doesn't that exist? They make it hard. They make it real hard to be a Democrat. Like I don't like people fucking with gun laws. I don't like people. I also don't like a lot of things. I don't understand why we have a single homeless vet in this country. There shouldn't be one by choice. The only ones that should be there are by choice. How could we take the best of our country and just turn our backs on them? Because that is the best our country has to offer, are those men and women. There's a video out of a dude in a red pickup truck. It looks like he's pulled over on the side of the expressway. And a cop pulls up. And the dude is just weeping. He is just sobbing. And he asks the cop for a hug. And he doesn't want to go to the hospital because he can't afford it. I've shed tears for that guy more than once. How the hell did things get that bad? How can we send that guy to do our dirty work and then to come back and just not have adequate resources? I got a cousin that was killed in Afghanistan, in Wardak province. Like, I don't have very many cousins that are around my age. I got my mother's side and my father's side. And on my father's side, I had one dude that was around my age that I knew of, that I had ever met. And he was killed in action in Afghanistan. He was blown up. And, yeah, he was blown up. And he was buried in Arlington. I went to his funeral, and I watched a 2-star general, 3-star general on his knees handing folded flags to his sons and daughters who weren't old enough to understand the gravity of the situation. That's heartbreaking. I don't know. It just seems like there needs to be a huge overhaul of our system. We shouldn't have vets with no resources. We shouldn't be taking care of immigrants before our citizens. I don't understand why I don't want to say certain things, and I don't want to piss people off. I don't understand the LGBTQ stuff. I don't understand why a very personal issue becomes a public issue. You can identify as whatever you want to identify. But I don't understand why it just seems like people are trying to indoctrinate children. Maybe I listen to too much Joe Rogan, but I don't know. I know I don't see a lot of it around my home. I don't think I've seen any of it. But you hear people talk about it, and you get mad. Like, how the fuck can they do that to children? I don't know. I would really, really like to believe that it's just a few quirky sparks. Quark is like a particle. Quirk. It's a quirky couple regions in the country. I hope so. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way for everybody to be united and come together and for a common purpose and goal. That's not crazy. I'm not asking for. It's not an out there idea or opinion. It's not controversial. I don't. You know what? I don't want to talk about this stuff. Because what happens when it just seems like people come for you and just they can attack you for having your own ideas and opinions and beliefs. And they get to beat your opinions and your ideas up with theirs. That doesn't seem very fair. The people that make the most noise get the most attention. I understand that, but I don't understand. Like, I don't understand this public shaming thing. I don't understand why everybody's so adversarial. I'm not even a hippie. The world needs more love. Understanding. Everybody always wants to think somebody's doing something out of malice or hatred when people are doing it because they're just self-centered and stupid. Nobody does something very few people will do something just to fuck with you. Most of the time, if somebody does something that you don't like, it's because they're just not even paying the fuck attention to you. They don't care. I almost never do something out of malice to fuck with somebody that'll affect their day. Almost never. It takes too much energy. You're not that special. You're not that important. And on top of that, I wouldn't want it done to me. But that's one thing that I have noticed, like at my job. If things don't go correct, somebody came over and sabotaged it, set them up. It just seems to be that way everywhere. Anyways, well, my rant's over. I really got to start writing better material for these things. Need to go inside. Maybe we should spend a few minutes writing jokes. I think that's what I'll do. Have a little snack, spend a few minutes writing, go to bed. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy your Friday. It'll be a beautiful day. Even if it's cold out. Any day that you're alive and above ground, it's a beautiful day. Living is a luxury not afforded to many. I guess I'm trying to say something deep, but like, I know a lot of dead people that aren't here anymore. And I am certainly grateful and excited to have breath in my lungs and love in my heart, especially for my family. Y'all have a good day.